6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says the government will ensure provision of basic health facilities to the people. Anwarul Haq Kakar has directed to provide all facilities to the Sikh Yatris during their visit to Pakistan. The Information Minister has assured all possible cooperation to the Chinese enterprises in areas of mutual interest. The martyrdom toll due to Israeli aggression in Gaza and occupied West Bank has risen to 10,000 during the last 1 month. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and across the world are observing Jammu Martyrs' Day today. In the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 match against Sri Lanka at New Delhi, Bangladesh are chasing a victory target of 280 runs. And now the news in detail. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has said the government will ensure common man's access to basic health facilities. He was talking to the World Health Organization's representative in Pakistan, Dr. Palitha Mahipala, who called on him in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister was appreciative of the initiative taken by the World Health Organization for the upgradation of primary health centers in Pakistan, including Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Kashmir. The Prime Minister was informed that the upgradation of 464 primary health centers in Pakistan is a mega project on which the work will be completed in a short period of 2 months. The World Health Organization has signed a memorandum of understanding with Pakistan to support the Universal Health Coverage Program. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar was also present on the occasion. Under the Memorandum of Understanding, the World Health Organization has extended support for the provision of equipment, ambulances, and refurbishment of healthcare facilities, including primary and secondary healthcare centers and mobile units. The Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has directed to provide all facilities to the Sikh Yatris while performing their religious rituals and visiting holy places in Pakistan. He issued these directives while presiding over a meeting to review the provision of visa facilities for the Sikh Yatris by Pakistan in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister instructed to make the visa issuing process to the Sikh pilgrims rapid and transparent. Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has said no leniency will be shown to drug peddlers as they are destroying the future of Pakistan and the young generation. In a message on social media platform X today, the Prime Minister said he had a detailed meeting with officials of the Islamabad administration, Inspector General Police and the Interior Ministry to discuss the issue. The Prime Minister said the Interior Minister himself will supervise the action to root out the menace of drugs from the educational institutions. The caretaker Chief Minister Sen Maqbool Bakr called on the caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar in Islamabad today and held talks on the administrative matters of the province. The Chief Minister Sen informed the Prime Minister about the various measures taken by the caretaker government in the province for public welfare. The All Pakistan China Enterprises Association and Pakistan China Institute launched a report on 10 years of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor in Islamabad today. The report highlighted the 10 glorious years of strategic partnership between China and Pakistan under CPAC, with special focus on development projects worth billions of dollars in different sectors completed during this time. Speaking on the occasion, the caretaker Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Murtaza Solanki, said his ministry shall play a greater role in extending all possible cooperation to Chinese enterprises in developing greater understanding and cooperation in areas of mutual interest. The Ambassador of Iran to Pakistan, Dr. Raza Amiri Muqaddam, called on the caretaker Minister for Power, Muhammad Ali, in Islamabad today. Matters of mutual interest and promotion of brotherly relations between the two countries were discussed during the meeting. This is Radio Pakistan. Repatriation of illegal foreign nationals, including Afghans, to their homeland is continuing. According to details, 6,584 illegal Afghans aboard 223 vehicles returned to Afghanistan yesterday. So far, 188,738 Afghan nationals staying illegally in Pakistan have returned to Afghanistan. The repatriation of illegal Afghans is inevitable for lasting peace in both the countries and the region. Israel continued heavy bombardments across Gaza, martyring 45 Palestinians today. The total martyrdom toll has risen to 10,000 in Gaza and the occupied West Bank since the Israeli aggression started on 7th of last month. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, a total of 175 medical personnel and 34 civil defense workers have been martyred in Gaza during the last 31 days. During the same period, 16 out of 36 hospitals and 51 out of 72 clinics have gone out of service due to the Israeli bombing or the lack of fuel and medicines. On the other hand, the United Nations, in a statement, said 88 of its staff members have been killed in Gaza so far in line of their duty. Meanwhile, in a rare joint statement, the heads of 18 United Nations and other humanitarian organizations have called for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza to stop the genocide of the Palestinians. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and across the world are observing the Jammu Martyrs' Day today with a reiteration to carry on martyrs' mission till achievement of their inalienable right to self-determination. Hundreds of thousands of Kashmiris were martyred by the forces of Dogra Maharaja Hari Singh, Indian Army and Hindutva fanatics in different parts of Jammu region while they were migrating to Pakistan during the first week of November in 1947. Special prayers were offered in mosques of occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Azad Kashmir and Pakistan for the freedom of the occupied territory from the Indian yoke. Senior APHC leaders Shabbir Ahmad Shah and Naeem Ahmad Khan and the messages from New Delhi's infamous Tihar jail said the massacre of Muslims in Jammu in 1947 was the most horrible incident in the history of Kashmir that continues to haunt the Kashmiri people despite the passage of over 7 decades. Meanwhile, People's Democratic Party President Mahbooba Mufti, talking to media persons in Srinagar, expressed regret over former Director General of Police Dilbagh Singh's remarks that the situation is normal in Kashmir. Speakers at an event organized by the APHC, AJK and Kashmir Liberation Council in Islamabad today urged the world to address the Kashmir disputes to prevent a catastrophe like the one we are witnessing in the Middle East due to the unresolved Palestine disputes. 19 Ukrainian soldiers have been killed in Russian missile attack in Zaporizhzhia region. Ukrainian authorities have ordered an investigation into the attack after reports that soldiers were killed during an award ceremony in a village close to the front lines in the southeast. The Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says Moscow will not discuss the resumption of the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty with the United States as long as it supplies Ukraine with weapons. In a statement, he said the treaty on strategic offensive arms says in the preamble that we are no longer rivals, we have mutual trust, we have a balance of interests and indivisibility of security. And now cricket. In the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 match chasing a victory target of 280 runs against Sri Lanka in New Delhi, Bangladesh were 17 runs for the loss of 1 wicket in 2.1 overs a short while ago. Batting first, Sri Lanka scored 279 runs and were all out in 49.3 overs. And finally, the weather report. Dry weather is expected in most areas of the country, while cloudy weather with rain, wind, thunderstorm is likely in northwestern Balochistan, Layya, Bhakkar, Dera Ghazi Khan, Waziristan, and Dera Ismail Khan during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.bk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.